Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we do some practice programs in Python in data structures. In our previous classes, we have done many of the examples. Please watch our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. So all these examples will help you a lot in improving your coding skills so that you can easily crack the placement exams. Coming to today's questions. So let's try to take the questions, solve it on your own, then check for the solution. This is our first question. NumQ, consider the following queue. They have given a queue object, the discussion about what's queue object, how to write the data structures in queue, how they are providing the queue objects, the functions, the methods that are present on that object. We can use those methods. So they don't mention that, but we can use those methods. The methods that are available here, we can use those methods, and we have to solve this example. So these discussions were made in our previous classes. Hoping that you already know about that, we are continuing this. So NumQ object consists of an elements 5, 4, 9, 2, 1, 12. These are the elements. This NumQ is sent as an input to the arrange queue function. So what is the output that you are going to generate in prime queue? They have created another queue of size 6 here. So what is the output that you will get after executing this function in prime queue? That is what you have to identify. So this is our first question. Coming to the second question, here we are having queue, in queue and list object. Both two objects are there. In queue object, queue object is there, and a list of elements are given. These two are sent as input to the calculate sum function. What is the output? They have created one more out queue object of queue object. So what is the output that is going to return out queue after executing this calculate sum? That is what you have to identify. Okay, try to solve it on your own, then check for the solutions. Coming to the solution part, see, this is our first question. Coming to the solution part, NumQ consists of elements 5, 4, 9, 2, 1, 12. We have taken a queue 5, 4, 9, 2, 1, 12. These are the elements that are present in NumQ. Whenever you are trying to solve this type of questions, better to write the queue objects and the elements present in that queue in order to not to make mistakes. Otherwise, we will definitely make mistakes if you don't write this part of queues and all those things. Okay, what's this function is doing? Queue, it is creating a prime queue. Another queue is created. Initially, it will be empty. After executing this function, the output present in this function is 14. That is what we have already written the value, but initially it is empty. So how it is working? While not numq.isempty of, so they are taking, if this numq is not empty, so this while loop is executing. Inside the while loop there is a loop, another loop is there, nested loops are there. For index in range of 1 comma numq.deque of, for index in range of 1 comma, it is starting from 1 comma numq.deque of. So if you deque the first element, deque, if you apply deque here, the first element will be dequed. What's the value? 5. 1 comma 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the index values? This loop will execute for 4 times. What's the index value it will consider? 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the index values it is going to consider. So when it go inside the for loop, if numq.deque of modulus index, it is going to deque an element from numq, and it is modulus with index value -1 equal to 0. If this satisfies, means so if when it enters into the for loop, it will deque the element number 4. What's the index value first time? 4 mod 1 is what's the 4 mod 1 is 0. 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 equal to 0. No, so it won't go into the if condition. It will go again into the loop, and it will come into here numq.deque of. Numq.deque of means it will take next one is 9 will be considered. 9 mod index value is 2. 9 mod 2. 9 mod 2 is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So condition satisfied, it goes into inside and count plus or equal to 1. It is increasing the count value. Count is equal to 1. initially count is equal to 0, so count is equal to 1. Again it is going next 2 mod index value is 3. 2 mod 3 means 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 equal to 0? No, it is not equal to 0. Again it is going to 1. What's the index value? 4. 1 mod 4 is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So condition satisfies, count is incrementing. What's the count value? Count is equal to 2. After coming out of this for loop, it is executing if count greater than or equal to 1. If count is greater than, yes, it is greater than or equal to 1. So prime q dot nq of it is going to nq an element in this prime q. What's the element it is going to nq? Numq dot deque of. So numq dot deque of, up to 1 we already dequed the elements. So the remaining element is 12. 12 plus 2, 14 is nq'd here. So again after executing this, again it is going to check the while loop. While not numq dot isempty of. It is false because already elements are dequed. There are no elements in the numq. It is coming out of the loop. What's the elements present in this prime q? 14. That's the answer. Okay, coming to the second question. Here too, in Q1 the list is given. In Q consists of 4, 2, 3, 1. These are the elements, and the list consists of 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 8, 12, 3 and 10. We have written the indexes. List is having indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to 8. So what's the function, what's the loop it is going to do here? It has created another queue, out queue. So this is our out queue. Elements are not there in the out queue initially. After executing this function, these are the elements that are present in the out queue. So we have written the elements. Let's understand step by step how this coding is executing. While not in q.isempty of, they are trying to take the elements until this loop is going to execute until this in queue is empty. Whenever it goes into the loop, sum is equal to 0, iteration is equal to 0, number is equal to in q.deque of. The first element it is going to deque is number 4. So number is equal to 4. That is the value. Again we are having a loop while index less than len of in list. Index starts from 0, less than len of in list. Length of the list is 9. Index less than 9 and iteration less than number. Iteration is equal to 0. 0 less than number. What's the number value? 4. So it is going to execute iteration 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 is not considered because iteration less than 4. So this loop, inside loop, will execute for 4 times. So what's going on inside? Sum plus or equal to in list of index. It is going to take the element from the in list and it is going to sum the element. After that, each time it is going to increment the index plus 1, iteration plus 1. So this while loop will execute for, it will take the first element sum 1 plus. So sum is equal to, in the first iteration sum is equal to 1. In the second iteration, so iteration means this while loop. Sum is equal to 1 plus 4, 5. Next iteration, 5 plus 5, 10. Next iteration, plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12. So after executing 4 times, the summation, the sum value is 12. If iteration not equal to 0, yes, iteration is not equal to 0. It has incremented up to, what's the iteration value we are having it now? 4 is the iteration value. Iteration not equal to 0. Out q dot nq of, they are trying to nq an element into this out q. What's the element it is going to insert? Sum plus in q dot deque of. What's the sum value? 12. 12 plus, there again dequing an element. What's the element you will get? 2. 12 plus 2, 14 will be placed here. 14 will be placed here. Okay, after executing this if else statement, again it is going to check the while not is in q dot is empty of. Yes, only 2 elements are dequed. How many elements left? 2 elements left. Again it will come into the loop. Again it will come into the loop. Sum is equal to 0, iteration is equal to 0, number is equal to, when you deque the number, what's the number you will get? 3 value will be saved in the number, but index is still same. index stops at 4th index value. See, previously this executed for 4 times. What's the index value we are having? 4. So it's going to take the elements from index position, means 4th position. This an inside loop will execute for 3 times again. So it is going to check the 4th position element, 5th position element, 6th position element. These elements are summation. What's the summation of these 3 elements? Again, next 26. We are not going to explain pin to pin of the next iteration. We already did the first one. So sum is equal to 26. If iteration is equal to not equal to 0, nq of sum 26 plus, again it is going to deque. What's the element? 1. 26 plus 1, 27. So 27 is placed in the out queue. After that it is going to check again while loop, not in queue of dot is empty of. This is already empty, queue is empty, so it will come out of the loop. After coming out of the loop, out queue dot nq of index value. It is going to place the index value. Index value is at 7th position. So 4, 5, 6, whenever they take the 6th element, index is incremented. So index value is at 7th position. So that's why the output is 14, 27 and 7. So this is how you have to work on the data structure programs. Okay. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.